It is so nice to have electricity, to be able to share this fun special with you. Hello, my name is Kimberly Smith. I'm the Papered Chef, and today I'm going to share some of the benefits of joining Stampin' Up! And joining my team, which is called the Papered Chefs. Now, I put together a sample starter kit for you so that you don't even have to think about it. You know, if you're kind of unsure, we have thousands of products, and you're like, what should I buy for $99? Well, I'm about to share that with you. And in this particular starter kit, you get to pick out $155 worth of items. It can be absolutely anything from any of our catalogs or online exclusives. You don't have to use the sample I share with you, but you're going to see that I think you're just going to love it. It's all autumn related, and you can get other stuff later, right? So check this out, starter kit special. During the month of October, if you happen to live in the United States, you can join my team. Now, I happen to be from Georgia. Now, some people wonder, do you have to live nearby someone? I don't think any of my team members live too close by. I mean, I do have team members from Georgia, but you can live anywhere in the United States, Alaska, APO addresses, Hawaii, American Samoa, Guam, okay? You need Puerto Rico. Who am I missing? U.S. Virgin Islands. Any U.S. zip code, you can join my team. If you're in another country, you might be able to join someone's team on that other country, but due to our rules, you have to join from the U.S. Now, this is something I always recommend you put in your starter kit. This is a brand new one. Mine have been like, beat the snot out of them. But anyway, they still keep on ticking. So here's one that I use. I happen to use 2 trimmer blades. So it's called a Stampin' Up! Trimmer. And I put 2 blades on here because I put my dull blade on the bottom and my sharper blade on the top. But I wanted to show you a brand new one before I actually use and abuse it. And believe it or not, they still keep on working after I do that. So it's called a trimmer. It's called a Stampin' Up! Trimmer, and it has a cutting blade and it has a scoring blade. You can buy refills for these. They're definitely something you want to get. You might be like, well, why do I need the Stampin' Up! Trimmer? You know, I could just use any trimmer. Yes and no. I've tried other trimmers. If you try to use the arms, you know, like the I guess like the kind that you would like cut down, they're not going to be good for card making because you're never going to get like an even cut. If you try to use the wire ones, you're going to get like little frayed edges and like little weird edges. And if you do a rotary trimmer, that does work. So I recommend, you know, if you're going to go for an industrial trimmer, I do have rotary trimmers to recommend. But this is like your easy portable trimmer. My mom even makes cases for these, by the way, fabric cases, which have been selling like hotcakes. So that is the Stampin' Trimmer. Now, during the month of October 2024, in case you're watching this later, you're going to be able to put $155 worth of items into your starter kit. So go ahead and look at the comments in this video to see the things that I'm showing you right now. And if you're like, oh, I have a trimmer, don't want a trimmer, pick out something else for $28. Replace the item. Right? You can't go over $155. And the other thing to remember is you need to use a computer when you join my team. I had 3 people joining, you know, last month, and a couple ran into trouble right away. They're like, it's not working. You gave me your link. I'm clicking on it and da-da-da. And, well, you can't use your phone to sign up for Stampin' Up! I wish you could use your phone. You can use an iPad or a computer. Do not try to use your phone when signing up for Stampin' Up! There's a lot of little forms and things. All right, so that's the paper trimmer. Changing Leaves bundle. Why did I pick this one? Well, honestly, I picked it because it's friggin' amazing. And because it just became back in stock, and I think it's going to sell like hotcakes and probably be out of stock again very soon because this is super popular. So if you want this Changing Leaves bundle, I'm going to tell you why I love it so much. And I'll show you a couple cards I made with it. All right, so first of all, it's a photopolymer stamp set. And I'm going to show you like the detail on one of these leaves, okay? So look at that really cool giant leaf. You know, you could see like actually, here. You could see that this is bigger than the one on the outside, right? There's other things too, but this is great in itself. Like, so that's a beautiful leaf. Now, when you take a stamped image or just really cool paper and you run it through this embossing folder, well, first of all, before I even talk about this embossing folder, it's called a hybrid embossing folder. You can just cut out your really cool leaf with the die. Of course, you're going to need a die cut machine, which is another item to get. And I'm not talking about a scan and cut. I'm talking about an actual die cut machine, which, by the way, you could get as your starter kit as well. So you're going to need one of these. Now, that's not part of the sample starter kit, but you do need one of these. Now, you could cut out the really cool stamped image just as it is. However, look at this really awesome embossing folder. So what this does is, I'm going to just put it right in there. It actually, you're going to put it in there with your paper, and it's going to cut, and you're going to close this up, and it's going to emboss at the same time. So it's a really thick, it's a hybrid 3D embossing folder. So cuts out your leaf and embosses it. Oh my goodness, how awesome is that, right? Let's show you what I made with it. So here are 2 cards, and I'm going to do a tutorial on this. I'm thinking Friday night, because tonight's already kind of late. So Friday night, I'm going to do a tutorial on this and how to use this embossing folder. I hope that the hybrid embossing folder is still in stock by Friday evening when I show this tutorial. And if not, those of you that purchased it, like I'm telling you, get it right now while you can. And you're going to get to see how cool this is. So I've already put like glitter on these. So all I did for this is use this paper that I'm about to show you that I think you should put in your starter kit. And it's called Splendid Autumn. And that paper has really cool texture on it. And all I did was, I didn't stamp these leaves. I just put them through the embossing folder and added some glitter to them. Why balmy blue is my background? Because I like to do things with colors. It was one of the colors coordinated in the paper. And I like to do different things than just like your typical autumn card, right? Just make it fun. So in your kit, I think that you should get this Splendid Autumn paper. This paper is a lot like our Meandering Meadows, if you're familiar with that Meandering Meadows paper, Thoughtful Journey. It's like your backgrounds, your card backgrounds, right? But on one side, it has the backgrounds, but on the other side, it has like really cool watercolor textures. So this is paper that comes in a pack of 48 sheets, and it's 6 by 6. This is absolutely my favorite piece of paper. This one with the sunset on it, right? And both sides are really nice. You have your trees and your scenes, but you could just run these right through your embossing folder, the other sides of them. So because it's 12 by 12 paper, or because it's 6 by 6 paper, and you get 48 sheets, you're going to get 4 of each of the sheets I'm showing you. And because they're double-sided, you're going to have a total of 24 different patterns on this paper. Unlike some of our other papers where you're getting duplicate sheets, this one has 48 patterns. So the Splendid Autumn paper is something that I think you should put in your starter kit. If you're working on a fall starter kit, this is what I recommend. Now, a starter kit just means that you're getting Stampin' Up! Products. And you might be saying, well, you know, I don't want to demonstrate those products, and I'm going to become a demonstrator. That's fine. You're going to be called, if you don't want to demonstrate and sell any products, and you're not all in like I am and a few of my team members, most of my team members are what's called a hobby demo. Nothing wrong with being a hobby demo. You're joining for the discount. I'll talk about the benefits in a little bit, but this is I'm just showing you what kind of crafts you can put in your starter kit for your use only, or for if you ever want to demonstrate it. You'll have really cool things for autumn. If you get the things I'm sharing with you, you automatically have a workshop already because you can just make some autumn projects. Look at that beautiful tree. Super cool watercolors. And there's that balmy blue. Remember I told you it coordinates? So and I'm not a Moody Mauve person, but that's Moody Mauve. Because the balmy blue was one of the colors in the paper, I was using it on the back of those cards with the hybrid embossing folder. All right. So far I've talked about the paper trimmer. I'm just kind of giving you ideas of what you can get for $99. Okay, you could get a paper trimmer, a changing leaves bundle, basic white cardstock. That's just a pack of this. I mean, there's really nothing more to show you except that it's awesome cardstock. If you're ever thinking, why don't I get great results when I stamp? It's because you're not having good ink absorption. You might be using cheap cardstock, so you get yourself a pack of basic white cardstock. It has great ink absorption. It die cuts clean. It cuts clean, no frayed edges. It's not all like full of fibers and messy. It's just really good crafting paper. So I highly recommend that. Now, if you're saying, but you know, the Changing Leaves has some Very Vanilla in it, then get Very Vanilla instead. You know, I think it was recently on clearance and there's some Very Vanilla. One of the Very Vanillas is still around. I think the thick one went on clearance, but the regular Very Vanilla you can get in place of the basic white. All right, so then we have Splendid Autumn. I talked about that. Clear block D. With any bundle, you know, you want to get at least one stamping block. The stamping block I recommend first, if you're collecting stamping blocks, is the stamping block D. It'll fit most of your things, but of course, if you want to stamp on this big leaf, you're probably going to need like the H or something. But I just recommend that because it fit in your starter kit. Fit meaning it's still part of the $99. And then you can get Memento Black Ink, which everybody needs. It's a basic color of ink. And then I recommend highly that you get 2 more kinds of autumn paper. One is called the Sweet Days of Autumn paper, and the other is the Halloween Spells paper with the stickers. So let me first show you the Sweet Days of Autumn. Unlike the Splendid Autumn paper I just showed you a minute ago, this paper is 12 by 12 paper. And it has then 2 of each design. So 2 sheets of each design. Now one side is like really cute and whimsical, and the other side is, well, in this case, the other side is just as cute. But sometimes you have like an A side and a B side, and one side is more plain. But in this case, I think both sides of this paper are just simply adorable. This is part of our scrapbooking or memory keeping line of products. And if you really like this Sweet Days of Autumn, there is a whole scrapbooking kit you can get around it. I don't remember. I think I did get the one scrapbooking kit. Wait a minute. There's 3 of each sheet. So there's actually going to be, because it's not like the other ones. Okay, there's 3 of the sheet. 4? Hold on. There might be 4 of each sheet. 4. Yes. Okay, 4, 4, and 4. So you only have, in this one, in this particular case, so 1, 2 patterns, right? So you're going to get 4 sheets of that. You still get your 12 sheets in a pack, and they're still double-sided. It's just that you're getting 4 of each. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 3, 4. These are other designs. Can you see the little trees on there? I hope you could see that. And then, okay, we got 3, 4. I forgot about this because I've been using this paper, but I forgot that it was double-sided designs like that. Okay, so 4 and 4. So beautiful, right? So that's a pack of Sweet Days of Autumn. Now then, we're still not up to our 155 yet. I did the math, and I thought, well, why not add this to your starter kit as well? So everything I'm showing you, aside from that machine I showed you a few minutes ago, is going to add up to, after I open this package, this the Halloween Spells, and if you get a sticker sheet with it, the paper itself is $12.50, right? Halloween Spells. However, when you get the sticker sheet with it, it's $17. And I recommend highly that you get the sticker sheet as well with this Halloween Spells paper. Again, part of our memory keeping line, but I use it for card making because I'm just not into the whole memory keeping thing as much. My cousin Bonnie is a scrapbooking expert, and she makes scrapbooks and sends them to me. So I'm like, okay, I made a few scrapbooks here and there in my days. But I really like when she makes them and sends them to me because it makes me feel special. I send her the pictures from Walgreens. She sends me scrapbooks. Oh, this is 3 of each sheet as opposed to the one we just saw, which was 4 of each sheet. Do you see those little bubbles on there? Isn't that neat? Like the little bubbles for the potions and spells. And this side is great just to use for designs. So you get 3 of each sheet. Halloween Spells Designer Series paper. So you have this side and you have like the stars. So it's beginning of October now. The special goes on during October. You'll get this in time for Halloween if you get it now. Look at that beautiful pool party side. So even if you're using it later after Halloween, you can see that that's beautiful too. That pool party side. And that's just really fun for, I mean, and so is this side could be used for New Year's too. Look at all the little stars. I mean, and this side is just dots. Just dots. So you can use it for other things. So for that one, we had 3 of each sheet. So that would be 3, Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, that's 2 designs. 4, 6, those are 8 designs. So Sweet Days of Autumn had 6 designs, and this one has 8 designs. And then the Splendid Autumn has 24 designs. So all those papers, all the things I said, and here's how it, breaks down. So I'm going to hold this up, and if you want to take a screenshot, that's fine. Okay? I'm going to hold this up. And I have it in, what I'm holding up right now is also in the description of the video below. All right, so how did I do the math? You must go up to $155. You could get $155 worth of items, but you can't go 1 cent over. So you can put whatever you want in your starter kit, but not go 1 cent over. So my sample starter kit I just showed you with the paper trimmer, changing leaves bundle, basic white cardstock, Splendid Autumn DSP, Halloween spells DSP, and stickers. And I'm going to show you what the stickers look like on cards in a moment. Stickers, that's the $17 one, not the $12.50. Clear Block D and Memento Black Ink adds up to $154.50. Now, if you join my team, join and get a starter kit, you're also going to get a free paper pumpkin kit. So that's a $24 value, free paper pumpkin kit. So altogether, you got $178.50 worth of items. You also save the 11% on shipping because starter kits have free shipping. So you save $19.64 on shipping. Altogether, if you were to buy all the things I just showed you, it would have been $198.14. But you don't pay $198.14. You pay $99. That's what all this is. You pay $99, and then doing the math here, you save, just from what I showed you, if you like the stuff I showed you, you save $99.14 by not just going and buying it outright. While I love for you to be my customer because I actually make a commission when you're my customer, and I don't make anything when you join my team, not at the, 0 cents, right? We don't get anything when someone joins our team until you actually get to a certain point. Like I would get like a commission off of your sales, obviously, because we are like a network marketing, multi-level marketing. What do we want to call us? I am a independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So of course, if my team members make sales, I do make something. But when someone joins my team, nothing, right? However, this is the best thing for you. Like, of course, I'd love for you to spend $200, on these products that I'm sharing with you. But it's a lot better for you and for me in the long run. If you join my team, you get all these things for $99, and then you stick with my team. And over time, we build your business together, or you stay a hobby demo and have lots of fun with us. And then, that's a win-win for everybody. So here's what I was talking about with the Halloween cards and stickers. So this Halloween spells paper is just amazing. And I did a video on YouTube where I just took this paper and the sticker sheet, and I pretty much used up the sticker sheet. And I just spontaneously made these Halloween cards with the sticker sheet. 1 sticker sheet. So you should get that. Not just the paper, because it's only a few dollars more than just the paper. And you get a full sheet of scrapbooking stickers, but you can use them to create these cards. And of course, I used a couple other little Halloween projects here, or products here and there, and different kinds of cardstock that coordinates and matches. And, different little sentiments. Maybe I used like this little ghost is from one of the paper pumpkin kits. I had a lot of fun making these live on my channel though, because I only made one as a sample, and then I didn't know I was going to just make all these other cards. By the way, this one here is this black background is called the two-tone cardstock, which is amazing. It's black two-tone white inner core cardstock, and it just does a great, you could just sand it down with a little buffer, and it just makes such a great background for cards. So I added some Wink of Stella, which is the glitter pen, something also good to add to your kit. And here are some, again, the Halloween, that little sentiments from the paper pumpkin, and the little monster is from one of the older sets that had a bag, it had a treat bag with it, and I used it a lot for last year's Halloween treats. But that's where my little monster came from. All right, I'm done telling you about what you can get for $99. Definitely, if you want the Changing Leaves bundle, then, act quickly. If you just want to meander and wait the entire month, wait till October 31st and get something totally different, you have until October 31st to take advantage of this special. The special is that you're getting $155 for $99 and pay $155 worth of products and only paying $99. However, the typical starter kit is also amazing. So if you join next month, you would still get $125 worth of items. It's just that during the month of October, we're sweetening the pot here. You're getting an extra $30 worth of extra things in your kit. So that's why it's a really great deal. So I wanted to outline some of the reasons to join my team. Now, I know the comments were like flying and people were saying hello. I don't really see all the comments right now. So I can answer questions, ask them in my VIP group. But my team is usually always watching YouTube Live and other demonstrators. So they can help answer questions during this live stream. It's just that from where I'm at right now, without my reading glasses on, sorry guys, I can't really see your comments even when they do pop up. And they pop up so fast and go away. And some people have like assistants when they go live and they have people monitoring and doing all moderating, I should say. And I don't have that. I'm a one-woman show for the most part. So I can't really see and moderate right now. But I did make this paper and it's on my website too. So benefits of joining thepaperchef.com. And it's something that I share with my, VIP group. So again, we talked about the fact that you can pick any items out of the 2024-2025 annual catalog. You can pick items from online exclusives, from the clearance rack, which still has some amazing things on the clearance rack right now. Okay, so you can pick, when I say pick things for your starter kit, you don't have to pick what I just shared with you. Go ahead and pick things out of any of our catalogs, these are downloadable PDF catalogs. There's the holiday one. Or pick from our online exclusives, memory keeping products, anything really, clearance rack. So that's where you're going to pick from. And then you're going to get free shipping. Now you're going to also get a free paper pumpkin kit, but it's not one of your choice. It's going to be one of our past ones. It's still a $24 value. It's a full paper pumpkin kit with a beautiful stamp set with it and usually enough supplies to make 9 cards. Or if it's treat boxes, you'll have some surprise treat boxes. You never know what's going to be in your paper pumpkin kit. You're going to receive $50 worth of business supplies. And even if you don't use them, I still highly recommend that you go through them and share you're going to get a case of catalogs, a case of these. We do purchase these catalogs as demonstrators. You're going to get a whole case of these and a case and a package of these catalogs. And I do recommend you share them with others because it's so beautiful and it's, oops, so I still have it taped shut. It's so inspiring. These are beautiful. These are beautiful ideas, inspiration books. So please share those with others. Do not get rid of those. Even if you're like, I'm not only going to do this as a hobby, you need to share these catalogs with others. Okay, before they retire. And you're going to get some, I think they might still be giving out order forms and like some little invitation cards and stuff like that. Just fun business supplies. Whether you need it or not, you're getting them. There's a button where it says, do you want these? You have to check yes. You can't really get to the next page without checking yes, you want those supplies. Now you're going to also get right away a 20% discount on all items that you purchase. So say you finish your starter kit and you're like, man, there's something else I wanted. Like maybe you want to join, get the snowman, whatever. Let's see what's in my next card club here. Maybe you want to get snowman hugs and you want to place an order and you want to do this like next. Well, you're going to save 20% when you place your next order. Any order, in fact, from now until forever, as long as you remain active as a demonstrator. I'll explain how to remain active in a few minutes, but you're going to save 20%. When you get to a certain level of sales, you're going to start saving 25%. So that's where I'm at. You're going to be, once you get to bronze elite level, you get to save 25% on all future purchases, and it's so awesome. Okay, so, but you wouldn't get free shipping again unless it's a free shipping day. You only get free shipping on your starter kit, but you do save that 20% on your order, so that's fun. And you could be like a happy shopper, saving money, buying supplies that you want for yourself, but at a discount. Now, you're going to then become a member of my team because when you join, you do have to pick a demonstrator to join with. You can't go on to Stampin' Up's website and just say, I'm going to join Stampin' Up. It's not possible. Well, it is in certain instances, but for the most part, because there's always exceptions, right, to every rule. For the most part, when you get there to join and you go on and you say, I want to join Stampin' Up, it's going to say, select your demonstrator. My name's Kimberly Smith, and there's probably 4 of us because I was in, when I was on one of my trips, like I met other people named Kimberly Smith, and and then if you look up in the directory, there's a few of us. Well, I'm the Georgia one. I'm the Georgia Kimberly Smith. And you'll see my picture next to when you select the demonstrator. I have my little picture there because I don't want to get mixed up with the other Kimberly Smiths. So you select a demonstrator, and then you're going to be part of that person's team. And in my case, you're going to be, in my team, you're going to be called the Papered Chefs. Now I have a Facebook group for our team, and we have a Zoom meeting. If you join this week, you'll be at my Zoom meeting. If you're invited to it, I hope you can come. It's Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Everything's in Eastern Time. And during our Zoom meetings, I give everybody a chance to speak. And unless they're driving or like their camera's off for some reason. Everybody says what they're up to. Everybody checks in with each other. And then I go over the Stampin' Up updates because there's a lot of promotions and specials this month. And then we do what's called like the challenge drawings. And that's what everybody looks forward to at my meetings is I give away a lot of prizes to my team. So if they completed the challenges from the month before, they get put into drawings. If they're at the meetings, they get door prizes, or there's a door prize drawing for those that are at the meeting. So every month we have a Zoom meeting. We also have throughout the year different kinds of meetings, like the awards and recognition ceremony, like our Christmas party, that's virtual, also on Zoom. So we have other events, and then I check in with them and give them updates throughout maybe sometimes with videos or sometimes with little updates. But my team, because of the challenges, have taken over, and they run the Facebook group themselves too. Like, for example, one of my team members, Jean, just did this really nice long training about how to decorate notebooks. And it was really, really, really good. And so everybody was watching her training. So it's really cool that my team members are now training other team members. So I love the Papered Chefs. I love my team. They've become lifelong friends, and we all met, through YouTube, like how I met you, how you guys have met me through my channel. Most of them have met me that way. Now, I've had teachers and I've had coworkers, and I've had many people join me in person as well. But most of my team is virtual, and I've met them through my channel or my online courses, my Udemy courses, or something like that. Once you join my team, you're also part of my uplines team, and that means you're part of the Beehive team. Now, in that team, there's other things that my team doesn't do, that they do, that you're also a part of by virtue of being on my team. You're also a part of that team. So, for example, we have quarterly swaps. And if you join quickly, you can join the first swap of this quarter. October starts a new quarter. And we have a swap based on this mini catalog. So you could join in on the swap. And that's something that's really fun. And we get to send all the cards to the swap coordinator. Her name's Lisa. She divides them up and sends us back our cards. So you've seen me on my channel, I'm sure, with lots of cards, inspiration of swaps that I've traded with other people. And it's really fun to swap. And we also have in that group mystery stamping, different sets of challenges, different meetings, different retreats, and things that demonstrators can do. And it's just a lot of benefits of being part of that team. And you'll make a lot of friendships with what's called your sidelines. Sidelines are other demonstrators that you all belong to the same team together. And it's just fun to get to do things with other demonstrators. Now, not only are you part of the Papered Chefs and the Beehive, if you join my team, you're part of the larger Stampin' Up community. This larger Stampin' Up community is worldwide. There's probably around 50,000 demonstrators worldwide. And there are millions of customers over the years. And you're part of that community. For example, this coming weekend, there's World Card Making Day. I encourage every one of you as a customer right now, whether you're a demonstrator or not, to join in World Card Making Day. When you go to my website that's linked beneath this video, at the bottom of the page, it'll ask you to register for World Card Making Day. You want to register so that you get the link to the meeting, because that's just one of the many events and one of the perks of being part of this great community. And there's going to be sneak peeks and surprises and live crafting. It's just a great thing to do this coming weekend. Now, you, as a demonstrator, that's as a customer, you can attend World Card Making Day. But as a demonstrator, there are things that we do that only we get invited to as Stampin' Up demonstrators. One of those things is called On Stage. And if you join my team this month in October, you can, November 1st, starting November 1st, sign up for an event called On Stage, which is happening in Raleigh, Durham. Is it Raleigh or is it Durham? Or is it called Raleigh, Durham? Anyway, it's happening in North Carolina in March. So you get to come to that event. And that's every demonstrator that's part of the Stampin' Up! Community is invited to that event. They'll have blocks of rooms sectioned off. So like you could stay at the hotel where the event's happening. And it's a blast. You get product, you get a swag bag, you get presentations, prize patrol. I mean, it's fantastic. And of course, get to like meet up with other demonstrators. I've made a lot of friends there, and I've met up with friends that I met on YouTube in person at some of those on-stage events. Last year, there was one in Houston, Texas that I went to, and I got to meet people right from this channel in person. All right, so we talked about our monthly team meetings, and we talked about the fact that you're part of the larger community with live events like Creativity Now, Demonstrator, Stamp, and Shares, and things like that. There's also retreats. If you join, like for example, I went to a couple weeks ago. I've been without power, by the way, from Hurricane Helene, but I did go a couple weeks ago to this event, and I've been meaning to post pictures, but then couldn't. But it was called the Georgia Demonstrator. Well, it's called Sweet Peaches Retreat, and it's with Georgia demonstrators. Now, some of my team members are from Tennessee, and they go to the Tennessee demonstrators events. Some of them are from South Carolina, and they go to other retreats in that state. So it's really fun to be part of the Stampin' Up! Community where you can find demonstrators in your area. And I say my area, I had to drive 4 or 5 hours, I think 5 hours to get there. But it's still my area, and it's still like I'm part of the Stampin' Up! Community. I'm part of the Papered Chefs. I'm part of the Beehive. And I'm also part of the Sweet Peaches. It's very fun to be part of all these groups and to meet friends from all these different groups. And you can also go and represent Stampin' Up! Like if you go to craft fairs and things in your community, like I do. I go to the local craft fairs, and I'm the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator there. So I get to be part of that community as well, the local craft fair community. And you get discounts for different things that I offer my team members. Now, I can't offer you anything for joining. That's like a no-no with Stampin' Up! But I do offer all of my team members equally. You get discounts on my things, on my events. So what that means is, like if you join my team, you and all my other demonstrators, just to make that clear in case there's any little people here that like to take things out of context. When you join my team, you get the benefit of having what's called the team member discount. Now, other people get that discount too. Like I have, if you're a Patreon supporter, you support my YouTube channel through YouTube channel membership, or you're part of my Grow Your Crafty business group, you also get discounts on my thing. So you get discount on my bingo event, my designer series paper share, my monthly workshop, or they're bi-monthly now because it got to be too much to do them every month. But I do these workshops. Right now I'm doing the season of Greetings of the Season workshop, and my team members get a discount on those. Okay, they get a discount on my workshops. So that's really fun. You know, that's a really fun perk. And because I do have a Grow Your Crafty business group, my team members get a discount to enter that coaching program that I have. It's got an accountability group where I do some coaching, but I learn from the people in the group as well. It's an accountability group, and we meet a couple times a month on Zoom. So there's stuff like that. And then we have random happy mail for the team, which is cool. Not just for those getting recognized, but there's happy mail that the whole team gets every so often. And you're going to get ongoing training from me, updates, and support. So that's why when you join someone's team, you're joining their community, and you're going to get support. Not just from me, because it's way beyond just me. My team has just it's taken on a life of its own. My team members support each other, even when I couldn't even be in the picture, even when I'm gone, like off the internet, gone off the grid for days or weeks on end. It's usually not weeks on end, but like even when I go off the grid for a week at a time, my team goes on. They support each other. They do things. One of them, or more than one of them, a few of them make projects for nursing homes and assisted living facilities. And so the rest of the team members send them things to give out at the nursing homes where they're a pastor or where they're volunteer. And then other ones give them supplies and cards to give out to those residents, so that they ask each other for card showers, like, oh, it's someone's, we're going to support this person. Can you all send cards to that? Or can you send cards for my special event? Can you send cards to my charity? And then my other team members chip in and they help each other out like that. So I love it. It's wonderful for me. There's another team member, Rhonda, who's always in there training the other team members. And she's really organized with her binders of stuff. And she takes a lot of the courses from Stampin University, which is something Stampin' Up! Offers. And she then takes that training and retrains my group with that training that she's learned. The best way really to learn something, and I figured that out with the scan and cut, the best way to learn something is to teach others, I think. Because when you teach others, you really have to learn something really well. All right, so we've talked about all the benefits of joining my team. From the fact that you're, going to get a discount, to being part of a community. And I want to tell you a couple other perks, because I got to be honest, one of my fun perks is really just being able to pre-order. Like right now, we get products before anyone else. And sometimes that's the super great perk, because we get to then try them out and play with them. And I love being the first one to have products. So for example, I just ordered last night or 2 a.m. What is it? It's the 2nd today. I went online at like 2 a.m. because it was mountain time, midnight. And that's where our headquarters is, in the mountain time. And I ordered these River Otter suite that's just adorable. And it's part of an online exclusive that's not going to be available to customers until next month. So I got to tell you, having the ability to pre-order before anyone else is a super great perk for me. Absolutely love that perk. And the other thing is, like, you might be, wondering, so what are some other perks, like, besides what I said, is that, when you think about it, the Stampin' Up! Products and all of the development that goes into it, there's just this like amazing coordination. And prior to Stampin' Up! I was a crafter, but I didn't have like all these supplies, cardstock, ink, ribbon, embellishments, designer series paper. It all goes together so well, and it's like, it just makes for such beautiful projects. So if you're wondering though, like you don't want to do this as a demonstrator, you don't want to actually show this to people, you just want to get your discount and just join a team. No pressure there, because my team, I never like say sell. Like nobody feels any pressure to sell anything. I know that, because I just don't even, it's not what I do. It's not how I roll. I know that personally I love doing this as a business, but I know that many people just want to do it as a hobby for whatever reason, and that's fine. But I will explain right now how to stay active, and so you don't get dropped from Stampin' Up! And what that entails, because that's really the only barrier. I know that you spend more than $99. That can't really be a barrier, because you spend more than that on my orders when you order from me. Many of you do. So you might be wondering, look, what if I can't stay active? Well, yesterday started a new quarter. When you first join Stampin' Up!, there's no minimum requirements, no minimum sales for the first quarter. So October, November, December is one quarter, your first quarter. If you join this month, your first quarter, you don't have any minimum requirement. Your first real quarter of meeting the minimum requirement would be the first in January 2025. So January, February, March is the first quarter of 2025. And you would need to make the minimum of $300 during that quarter. Now, if you don't, between now, October 2nd, and March 2025, you have until the end of April to make that up, because that's called a pending month. So you have until April 2025. That's 7 months from now, the end of April, and you won't even get dropped until the first week in May. Okay? If you didn't meet the minimums. The minimum is $300 a quarter. So you have until you have until April 2025 to either make or spend $300, which is easy to do because we have holiday catalog, new products coming out all the time, a kit sale this month. Let's see, celebrations coming up in January and February. That's when you earn free products for when you spend. Very easy to do that. Now, if not, you just get dropped from the team. Like, that's all. Nobody takes your starter kit away from you. You get to keep all the products, and you could join my team again in a future time. Like, that's it. Okay. So the $300 is before your discount. So because you get 20% off, it's really 20, 20, 20, like, because $300 times 20, so 240 is really what's coming out of your pocket, plus tax and shipping. Hopefully you live in one of the states that doesn't have tax. Wouldn't that be nice? Not Georgia. It's not one of the places. But I do pay tax and shipping. But your 240 really is what you need to stay active. So if that's your barrier, I mean, I don't know what else could be a barrier. If it's $99, then just, if you can't spend $99, just keep being a customer and get whatever you can, whenever you can. If you're going to spend $99 anyway, just join and get the starter kit and get double the amount that you would get for the amount, just save your money, get the starter kit, and then hopefully remain active and become, my team member. Let's see. Are there any questions? I can actually look right now. I'm going to go like this. Okay, my finger is kind of like on there. Yes, everybody's doing, thank you. I did get your emails. Okay, I'm seeing about, I got all your, I'm not able to see the comments. Without like kind of messing with my camera, but if you do have a question, I'll wait a few seconds because there's a delay on live streaming and it takes a few seconds to come up. But I did get your emails and I see your comments and, wishing me well. I'm fine. And I really feel blessed compared to all the people that had flooding, major flooding. I had a tree fall on my she shed, but it didn't flood. It didn't leak. My husband took the tree off. My neighbor came over with a tractor and got some of the bigger trees down. And some of his trees that fell are so big he can't even move it with his tractor. But he helped with the tractor. My husband did some stuff with the lawnmower and was cleaning up debris. And we have debris everywhere. The power was out for several days, but there was no flooding. And I live in a place where there's limestone. So the water from the river, I do live really, really close to a river, but the water recedes quickly down into the limestone. It's like sandy soil. You just have to remember, though, like those of us that live in the country have wells. And when you have a well, you need a well pump. And we're not on city water lines. So when there's no electricity, that means there's no running water. So I was telling, people on YouTube, just definitely stock up on water bottles. Even if you're on city water, you're like, this could never happen. My water could never get cut off. Always have several gallons of water in jugs ready to be able to flush your toilets with and things like that. Wash up with, because it gets old not having power. And then of course the most that happened to us is like our food all spoiled and stuff like that. And my mom was fine. My neighbors had a generator. We're all fine. But anyway, thank you for your comments about that. But I don't see any comments or questions about Stampin' Up and joining that my other team members and other people haven't already answered throughout the live feed. So I will end there. And I hope that you will, the next step is just using a computer versus don't use your phone when you join. Use your computer. Okay. And then it's going to ask you to like put in your information. And then you're going to go through all the steps that ask you to pick out things for your starter kit. And then that's it. You check out. And that's how simple it is to join. But you're going to go to paperedchef.stampinup.net. And then you click join now. There's no code needed. It might ask you for a code, but you don't have a code unless you were one of my hosts for a party and then you had some party credit, which we don't really do a lot of that anymore. But you don't need any code. It's just $99. You pick me and then you go through. And if you want to be found in the directory right away, the other thing I will say is you need to agree to the referral policy. That means that you check off a box in your profile. And yeah, so I just logged in. Okay, wait, I can't see what that one is. Okay. When you go in, it's called the referral policy. Under your name in the demonstrator portal, there's a drop-down menu, and you have to agree to the referral policy. That means you're found in the directory. Once you're found in the directory, people can shop with you, and they can join your team. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do, right? So that's what you're gonna do if you want to be found. Now, if you don't want anybody to know you're a demonstrator for whatever reason, you just want to keep a low profile and you're just going to shop and get your discount, then you don't check off that box and you're never found in a directory. And of course, my team's going to know, But a lot of my team who's joined never goes into my Facebook group. So you don't have to join my Facebook group. And you could just interact with me directly via text and via Happy Mail and via snail mail. But if you join this Facebook group, you have the benefit of my current and former team members and my kidnappers. I'm going to call them kidnappers, which is, it's a lovely endearing term. It's those that just get the kit and then like they sometimes don't stay active and then they join again later, but they're in my team and they're fun and they have fun in Facebook. So will you join my group? And you know, that's the benefit of that. So those are the last couple things I wanted to say. And I thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you as one of my papered chefs. And let's see, Friday night, I'm going to say Friday night because I can't be online tomorrow because I have a different engagement on Zoom with my group, my Grow Your Crafty Business group. But we're going to make these. We're going to make some of these. And I'm going to probably make like a lot of these for my swaps. I think I have an upcoming swap and I might make this as my swap. So the 99 special for joining Stampin' Up. You're going to become a demonstrator. Oh, thank you. It's saying you should join Kim's team. Yes, you're going to become a demonstrator when you join Stampin'. Now, I think this would be a fun swap because every card will be different. And I have a lot of this paper. So for the hybrid embossing folder that I highly recommend, like I was using this side and putting it in there. So I think that's what I'm going to do for my swap. And I'm going to make a bunch of these. So I'll probably just have you just sort of like watch me as I mass produce and sort of like I'll do a tutorial where I'm not going to make this exact card or this exact card. Maybe like every card will be different. So what I think I'm going to do, because I really love the balmy blue on here, I think I'm just going to make a bunch of balmy blue card bases, right? And then I'm just going to make some, I think I'm going to use Very Vanilla and put some of the inserts in there and use some designer series paper. And I'm going to get this ready. And then I'm thinking Friday night, we're just going to like craft together and make lots of these. Now you can see that I used some of this little oxidized copper to make some of these extra little leaf embellishments with some, and little sprigs with some of the adhesive sheets. So I'm going to have a lot of fun when I do that. So that's all for now. This is the Papered Chef. Have a great evening. And we'll see you again real soon. No matter what you decide to do, you have my undying gratitude for being one of my YouTube viewers and customers, students in my classes, viewers, members, and just being a crafty friend. So thank you very much for being here. Bye-bye.